Hey there YouTube, Jordan here, and today I'm coming to you with a Pokemon Showdown video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so let's get on with it. So I'm starting out with Nigel Thornberry here, which is my Probopass, and he's starting out with Magnezone going for the Volt Switch. This has, as you can see, at level 2, and it is a Stealth Rock Pain Split Toxic Protect set. It's not a very nice thing to go up against. I mean, I hate Gliscors, so I'm not going to complain that I'm using this. Basically, he can't touch me with this out, and I think he discovered that pretty soon, and he goes and swaps out. And it was a great time to do that, because I went for a Pain Split, and that takes his Whimsicott down to quite low health. It's not enough. This Whimsicott's going to last quite a long time. I think this went on for about 50 turns. I can't remember the exact number. Unfortunately, due to some server errors, I wasn't able to have this as a recorded thing, and watch it through multiple times. It's just having to go on an instant replay. So we're going to go into Zabuza here, and they missed the Leech Seed, which is great there, because I can get the Ice Punch off, and they're basically going to have to swap out, and I knew this, so I go for another Ice Punch though, just on the off chance that they stay in, and I get the Freeze Hack. This is now the perfect time to set up with a stockpile. Unfortunately, Tentacruel is carrying a move which I've never really seen used much, and that is Gunk Shot, I believe. And that means that these stockpiles that I'm setting up, not really useful. But, no, Acid Spray, sorry, not Gunk Shot, Acid Spray. But I can still get my defense up. I'm now basically a defensive tank. I don't really have any special defense anymore, but that doesn't matter. And we're going to get rid of this Tentacruel now with a Quick Earthquake. And now the only threats on this team are the Whimsicott and the Porygon 2. And he's going to encore my Earthquake, so I'm going to have to swap Zabuza out, especially with that Leech Seed. So we don't want that Whimsicott staying in anymore. It's just been around for too long, so I'm going to swap out here into Nigel Thornberry, because I won't take the Toxic Spikes. And he sets up the substitute, so I have to swap out because I can't do anything. So I'm going into Ben Kingsley here because he has the Flash Cannon, and I can quickly set up a Focus Energy. I think I set up Focus Energy. No, I just go straight for the Flash Cannon because I knew it had the Moonblast. It's been a few minutes since I played this, and it went on quite a long time. So they're setting up the substitute again. I'm going for the Ice Punch. I want to try and whittle the health down on this Whimsicott as much as possible. So they're just going to keep going for the substitutes. I'm going to keep going for the Ice Punches. Going to keep breaking it, and we're going to. I can't remember what they do now. They swap out, and they swap out into Magnezone. So I go for another Ice Punch. I was predicting to stay in, just go for more substitutes. And I'm going to get the rest off here. So that is good. I've got Zabuza asleep, unfortunately without any stockpiles. I don't like being in this situation. But Zabuza has done his job. That's all I needed him to do. I just needed him to do a couple... Well, actually, Zabuza's a girl. I didn't notice that. But Zabuza's done what I needed her to do. And they're going to swap straight back out into Magnezone again. I'm going to swap out into Nigel Thornberry. They're going to Volt Switch, and you can tell I'm going to be Pain Splitting here. And they're going to go in with the Gliscor, and we're going to get that down to a nice little bit of health. And there's nothing I can do, but they're going to swap out, and I think I swap out into Bulkanine? Yeah, I swap out into Bulkanine. Bulkanine doesn't get much use in this match. Usually I use Bulkanine a lot more, but I can't really do much. But they're going to go out into the Porygon 2 now, and unfortunately, they have Trace. I've never really seen people use Trace Porygon 2. I use Analytic myself. Some people use Download. I've never really seen Trace though. But I get the burn off, and that burn is going to be so helpful with this Porygon 2. And it's the burn that basically wins me the match. So, yeah. I'm glad I got the burn off. We've both got recovering moves, so I'm going to swap out into Nigel Thornberry. And he's going to swap out into Chandelure. This is great. I get a chance to get the Toxic off, because I knew it wasn't going to take me out. And I didn't know what it was going to do. I didn't really need Nigel Thornberry anymore, so I just went for the Toxic. They're going for a Leech Seed. I'm going to put a Protect up, and it's basically just a stalling out of Whimsicott. I'm going to go into Bulkanine because I can, and I don't really need Bulkanine. I've worked out, because his moveset is Extreme Speed, Morning Sun, Will-O-Wisp, and Crunch, that I don't really need him, but I'm just going to try and keep him alive as long as possible. And we're going to go for an Extreme Speed this turn, just to get rid of that Whimsicott. And then, I actually needed the Crunch, because in comes Chandelure, and for some reason Chandelure is slower. We get a crit. I don't know if that was needed, because I don't think Chandelure are that bulky. He's going to go with the Gliscor. I'm going to go for an Extreme Speed. Don't take him out, unfortunately. He's going to go for the Rock Tomb and take me out. And we're going to just go in with Zabitha now. And he's now fodder because that Gliscor has knocked off my Eviolite. Luckily we wake up and we get the Ice Punch off. So that's Gliscor gone. Down to Magnezone and Porygon 2. Unfortunately gets a crit with that Flash Cannon. I don't know if it mattered, but Calamari here. Calamari's just gonna sweep with Superpower now. Contrary, we're just gonna own. We've got a Choice Scarf, so we're faster than almost everything in the game. Well, not really everything in the game, but we're faster than almost everything. And the burn is what's gonna save us here. I don't know if we needed it because that discharge didn't take us out. But yeah, it was the burn that got the final kill. And I just wanted to share this with you because I thought this was a really good match. I don't usually get matches this good. It seems using that Probopass and the Munchlax, it really does help. If you've got any suggestions for other unusual stally sets that are fun to use, I mean, I like that Probopass set. It's really nice. Unfortunately, you just can't do anything. I mean, if you get taunted or rocks go up, or yeah. I don't know if spikes affect it. I think they do. So yeah. Other than spikes and Stealth Rock Spear, this is a really nice Pokemon to use. It's slow anyway, and it doesn't have any investments, so no EVs in anything. Just because I want to make sure it's slower than everything. Even if I would just put a Sticky Web up with a different Pokemon like a Galvantula, then I can still be slower than everything. Cause I need that pain split. My voice is going. Yeah, I need that pain split at the end of every round, just to keep it alive. Unfortunately, Probopass can't actually take anything out. That is why it runs Toxic, because it's got the Berry Juice. I usually go for a Toxic or Stealth Rock the first round, and it's just a case of whatever. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, and I'll see you next time. I don't know what I'm going to do next. These videos are just random nowadays. So yeah, bye!